No player in the Premier League this season has directly contributed toward a greater proportion of their team's goal involvements than Everton's Jack Grealish. The 30-year-old has resurrected his career. Plainly, had the silky playmaker left Manchester City for a bumper payday in the Saudi Pro League this summer, few would have been surprised, but his passion for success still burns strong, and he has charged David Moyes' side so far this term. He claimed the Premier League Player of the Month award for August after racking up some early assists, and has reminded English football of his elite quality. But still, the winger has been overlooked by England boss Thomas Tuchel. In fact, there are a range of Toffees players who would fancy a shot at the Three Lions squad ahead of the 2026 World Cup in the United States. The Everton stars being overlooked by Tuchel. Toward the end of the 2024-25 campaign, Jared Branthwaite was playing out of his skin, instrumental in the early revival after Moyes replaced Sean Dyche. Injury has now further reduced the defender's prospects, but there are others of an Everton persuasion who will be angling toward place on the plane. At the forefront, Grealish aside, would be Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, who completed a £27 million transfer to the Hill Dickinson from Chelsea this summer and has swiftly nailed down a starting berth. He has been the complete player in the middle, threading things together, and has this week expressed his desire to continue working toward a senior cap with his home country, rather than taking advantage of international ties with the Republic of Ireland. Hailed as one of England's most exciting young players by journalist Harry Watkinson, Tyler Dibbling might also hope for more opportunities on Merseyside to prove he has what it takes to thrive on the international stage. This one might come too soon for the 19-year-old, but there's a more mature teammate at Everton who has been overlooked and who might actually prove a shrewd wildcard pick for Tuchel. Everton man could be England's wildcard pick. Jordan Pickford is a stalwart for his nation, unflappable between the sticks. The aforementioned players all have the quality to star over the pond next year, too, but competition will be thick. Someone we haven't mentioned, though, is James Garner, who might seem like a left-field pick, but is a hard-working and dynamic player who has been given Moyes' endorsement. The 24-year-old has become an ever more important player for the Blues this year, playing every minute of the Premier League campaign so far. Last month, Moyes hinted that he believes the intelligent, tempo-controlling midfielder has what it takes to weasel his way in, saying, "If I was on the England staff, Jimmy Garner would definitely be in my thoughts." Not only can he cover multiple positions, but Garner is also a selfless player, hailed for his relentless approach to the midfield game by one prominent Everton fan in the past. In the Premier League this season, he has averaged 2.9 tackles per game, while completing 88% of his passes and winning 57% of his ground duels. The £30,000 per week talent would be an underrated cog in the machine, the kind needed to make it all tick. Garner earned 18 caps for England U21s and has worked hard as one of Everton's most industrious players under Dyche and now Moyes management. Be it in the middle of the park or in a makeshift rollout wide, he will serve dutifully, and this is the kind of player the Three Lions need to weave amongst the superstars, balancing out a side fit to challenge for that elusive golden trophy.